Los Angeles-based Garrett Automotive supply over 50% of the world turbocharger market and an even higher proportion of the turbochargers used in motorsport. Garrett claim the reason for their success in motorsport goes beyond the reliability and performance of their product, extending, they say, to effective applications engineering. There's no doubt that turbocharger technology has been a factor enabling smaller engines to compete and often outperform the larger and heavier rivals.
The turbo offers such an incredible advantage because you can lower your total package weight and size immensely and then make up for it with the turbo. And then because you've got low inertia of the total motor package and you've got small amount of surface area, your thermal efficiency goes up and you can do better fuel economy wise with a small turbocharged engine than you can with a bigger engine. Your amount of oil cooling it takes and water cooling it takes is all reduced because the engine package is small.
The amount of power the engines in these cars develop is dependent on the amount of air and fuel that can be burnt in the cylinders. More power requires more air and more fuel, but the engine only has a certain cylinder capacity, and this limits the total power available. A turbocharger is a device which compresses the air-fuel mixture, and so increases the amount that can be burnt in each cylinder. This helps the engine develop more power without increasing its size. The turbocharger is a simple device with a few moving parts which takes energy normally thrown away in the engine exhaust and uses it to drive a compressor. The turbo's outer casing contains a single shaft with a wheel at one end. Hot exhaust gases from the engine pass through the casing and around this turbine wheel, causing the shaft to rotate at very high speeds, as much as 200,000 RPM. A second wheel is attached to this shaft which draws air in from the atmosphere, compresses it, and pumps it into the engine.
You know, the turbo technology has really come along, and I know just in the short time that I've been driving a turbo car, which was last year, we've made some pretty great strides, I think.
Turbocharging in both Formula One and GT racing is often blamed for engine failure, without good reason.
I would say that it's like a little excuse of the press, because they're not maybe investigated enough to find out really what happened. And if they see blow smoke, it's right away the turbo. And I can say majority it is not the turbo. Or the turbo fails, like I said before, because the engine failed before. So now the turbo reliability these days is pretty sophisticated, pretty good.